Morning everyone, today I am going to present to you different types of metal can defects. So let's have first manufacturing defects. First is we have the laminated plate, so it is considered a serious metal plate. The metal body or end plate which can be separated into two layers of metal which are not bonded. So as you can see sa picture, like ang thickness niya is different from the other side or other part. So the reason of this is during fold or ang fold niya or layers sa plate na i-roll into single plate thickness in the rolling mill. So, this fold or layers kay wala siya nag-bond together during sa rolling and separate when the metal is worked during can manufacture. So, mo nang wala siya properly nag-bonded since kay kanang dili siya mahimo siyang problem sa atuang producer because dili siya pwede ipagawas kasi that might become an issue sa atuang mga consumers. So next is coating skip. So it is considered serious if internal and contacts are corrosive and external and plate is corroded. So considered minor if external had no corrosion, while ang external and content are non-corrosive. So as we can see sa picture kay kanang ang coating niya is kanang nag-skip, like naay part niya is wala siyang totally na coat sige na sa chemicals na or color nga para mas mukuan iya ang kuan. Ay, so ang as you can see sa picture kay naa siya kanang part nga walay color like murag nag-skip ang kuan niya. So ang reason ani kay dirt, grease and other foreign materials in the metal plate prior to coating. So misapplication of the coating to the metal plate. So that's why kana siya na part kay wala siya nabutangan because maybe dirty siya or kanang oily like inana. So next is we have the acid salt corrosion for 3-piece soldered. So this also is considered serious can defect. So the acid residue on the outside of the side seam area that result in rusting or indisposition of salt in the inside of the can. So like kanang makita nato na mga rusting sa ato ang mga canned goods. So usually atong kan ana ato ang gusto mo na is because kanang kuan siya kanang maybe dugay na siya na stock dira but the truth is kanang it is because of the acid salt creation din na siya. So one of the reason of this is acid residue on the side seam pick up from the solder back when it is charged with acid crystals. So used to keep the solder roll clean and thin. So next is the burned weld. So excessive local heat due to presence of foreign materials, so which nag-result siya sa burn through the condition. So the reason ani kay kanang foreign materials in the weld, for example, inside or outside coating dirt or oil or grease and contaminated weld wire. So next is coated body. So when the degree of wrinkling is sufficiently pronounced so as to interfere with the formation of the double seam, compromising its integrity. So we all know that mostly sa double seam is plain lang ang iyang body, but here sa picture kay na siya wrinkle or kanang murag wavy na part, which is kanang makita nato sa picture dayon. Kanang one of the reason daani is kanang nag-move ang can during sa operation. So we have here next the incomplete link. So clips are cut in the flank resulting in reduced or zero overlap in the double seam. So wala ko itong kasama. So one of here the reason daw ani so inadequate trim allowance on strips. So nakulangan siya og kanang allowance sa parang pagkat sa iyang pagkat or like sa pag-form sa iya kay dili siya kanang enough bitaw na para mo fully form gyud siya. Next is kanang movement niya while the operation when nag-operate ang pagbuhat sa can and kanang ang can operation is too short. That's why nag-on siya nag-plane. Next is incomplete curl. Clips or cuts at the edge, curl resulting in loss of overlap. Pare-pareho siya sa fling. So, the reason of this daw is weak misfit under tie. So next is broken chunk. So the portion of the double seam which is not properly ironed out because the void in the chunk left insufficiently tight and appearing as an irregularity of the countersink wall of the seam. So, so ang reason nani is cheap seaming chunk caused by a jump up or improper setups. Next is paneling. So a permanent distortion or collapsing of the body of the can body generally observed in larger size container. Appears as flat vertical panel or indentation of the can body. Kung makita natin sa picture kay na flat ang middle part sa body and more na siya nahimo og square na circle. Square iya ang body pero iyang top og bottom kay circle. So the reason of this is excessive closure vacuum, excessive external pressure on the can during processing, excessive pressure during cooling, and inadequate weight gauge or temper. So next is we have the handling defects. We have here the crash, external mechanical formation of the metal actuator. So imbis circle shock, pero kinaluping man siya, so nana ba siya other form na nahimo. And with this, as a consumer, so to ensure nga safe akong kuan, ako ang pagkaon or akong gipalit na canned goods, mas syempre mas pilion ako tong full like ang shape is wala nagka-kuan, wala nagka-crash or like that's what I want sa kuang can or sa akong canned goods. So there might be possible na kana siya or kani siya nga can kay kanang dili siya mahalin or kung mahalin man siya maybe dugay because as a consumer mas i-priority na ako or mas pilion ako katong gwapa nga kuan gwapa nga can. So one of the reason of this is misfeed of the field can conveying equipments and transit transit damage. So kanang while transmit siya kay kanang nagkabangga-bangga sa hindi sa sakyanan or sa pagbutang na bundak mao nagka lumping-lumping na ang mga cans. So next is abrasion. The mechanical wearing of the metal plate. Abrasion resulting in weakening of the metal plate, making the abraded area susceptible for either fracture or corrosion, which could eventually perforate the metal plate. Hmm, wala yung nasabi nila. So reason of this kay kanang movie cable or metal conveyors in stationary cans. So this occur with either empty or filled cans. Can is being moved against stationary object with sharp parts, for example, holding cans into damaged or rusted plates or baskets. So I guess that ends my presentation and thank you for listening.